Hi, I'm Ashley Porter, and I am an actor. I'm Ashley Porter. I am a human being that loves to dance, act, and sing. I'm a triple threat. Acting to me is the opportunity to inhabit another spirit and to willingly or unapologetically give yourself the license to explore things that maybe you're afraid of. The journey is not what I thought it would be. I'm actually surprised how much I've learned about myself and how much it's helped me outside of my career as well. The exploration of spirit and realizing who I am and who I thought I was and who I'm actually not. I'm trying to get there, so. Honestly, I don't think my 10-year-old self would be surprised. I think my 10-year-old self would be like, you did it. You said you were gonna do this and you're doing it. And so yeah, she'd be proud. I think the biggest misconception is that it is about, this sounds really bad. I think the biggest misconception is that this is all about talent and that it's not a business as well. And I think that it is most definitely both of those things. And I think keeping that in mind will help you not want to quit and keep you driven because, yeah. I wish that I knew that patience really is a virtue because, yeah, sometimes you get impatient, your ego starts to show and you're like, I'm better than them, why am I not working? And you know, it's all on your path and you'll figure out why you're not working in the future. I would work with Gene Kelly, dead. We also share the same birthday. And alive, I would work with Daniel Kaluuya because I think on his rise and all the things he's learning, I would love to just pick his brain and see what he has going on in there because he's brilliant. I think the way that I keep saying is to keep moving. Dance was my first love, so I just try and break out into some movement. I feel like moving my body sometimes changes what my brain is doing, and sometimes I think I need that. I think dance has helped me in my ability as an actor because I'm confident in my body and I know how to tell a story without opening my mouth. And I think that that helps a lot when words come in. So I think that it aids it, if anything. I would change the fakeness. I think there's like this aura, I don't know if it's just because I'm from the East or what, but there's just this like, put on, I've got this stuff, I'm this, but I'm not. Not being judgmental, but yeah, I would just change that. I'm not a huge social media person. It's all about perception. I think some people handle it well. I think some people drown in it and don't realize they're drowning. It can be negative without people realizing it. And I think sometimes it harms people's journeys and processes by watching other people do things and, you know, perceiving their life through pictures, which are not true all the time. My biggest distraction is my doubt. I think when it creeps in, it distracts me. It throws me completely off my path. And I think that my thinking path is a very strong path, considering it will, you know, determine every other path, every physical path. And stuff like that. So I think my doubt, my biggest distraction, and staying out of that, staying off of Instagrams and, you know, staying out of that area of my brain that tells me that I can't do it. My Nana. But physically, I would probably bring Broadway. They would have their own little section of Broadway here in LA. I think that's the only thing we're missing. I'm not gonna say we don't have a healthy theater community, but New York's theater community is so much bigger, and I feel like we have enough room for that here. There's so many people here, and there's so much room, and I think it would thrive if we had a Broadway here. I guess it depends. I was obsessed with old fame and old celebrity and the glamour and the mystery of it all. Today's fame, I find it really odd. I feel like people are famous for doing absolutely anything. And I think that's quite ridiculous, but so I don't know. I like old fame, don't really love new fame, but if it comes, it comes. I think the best part about the business is the opportunity to change minds and potentially, hopefully, change lives after that. People all have their perceptions, and I think movies and acting help you relate to a situation that maybe you wouldn't relate to or understand without actually having to do it, without having to go through it. And I think sometimes that's an easier way to change someone's mind besides trying to make them do what you want them to do. So I think it's good for change. If I'm going to be honest, probably the mistreatment of the women. I think it's just completely unfair that it happens to women and not to men. Not that I want it to happen to men, but it's just not how it works. I think that's the most unfair part, or the worst part. I'm hopeful. I think that especially this year, in the beginning of this year, have been a lot of, in particular for me, a lot of great Black stories that need to be told, and some misconceptions that need to be addressed about certain things. Like, for instance, the Black Panther movie about Judas and the Black Messiah. I thought that was an incredible movie because we don't have a piece of art that explains what the Black Panther Party was. They literally compared them to the KKK. So I think that the industry is moving in a great direction. There are a lot of stories that need to be told. I think that slowly but surely they're letting people in, as in women, people of color, to tell their stories. So I think the industry is moving in a good way, but just slowly. I think I had this audition where the character was basically trying to prevent another person from going down this really toxic path that she went down. I don't want to say too much because it was something I actually experienced. And I think the thing that it taught me was that I wasn't over the situation. I think that I've done a lot of work, and I thought I was over it, and I had this audition, and it triggered me a little bit. I found myself thinking in the way that I used to think. So I don't know if it changed me, but it definitely reassured me or taught me that, you have some more work to do, on this particular situation. Completely, as much as you can, abandoning your judgment, to open yourself up to literally anything, to the text, to the circumstance, and to the emotions that maybe you've never felt before. And in that case, the work also comes in. How do you substitute that feeling for something else? How do you get there to where you need to be, healthfully, I guess. So yeah, I think just being open and unguarded and ready. Feeling extremely confident and comfortable in my and happy, content. I think that's success, regardless if it comes with money or if it comes with accolades, as long as I feel comfortable and fulfilled. I think that's success. Honestly, I don't know if I'm ready for what I'm gonna do. Like I said, I've learned so much studying acting and moving here that I've surprised myself a lot through different corners that I've turned and things that I've been able to bring up in my life. I don't think I'm ready for me, so maybe the world isn't ready for me. That sounds so crazy to say. But if Jesus says it, yes, I'm very happy. I get to do what I want to do, you know? Like, a lot of people are not in this predicament, and I am blessed to be here. Life is better when you are not lying to yourself about anything. Congratulations. You did it, and you stuck with it, and you're doing it with grace and ease. And congratulations.